And I'll give a few minutes for people to understand that I'm live and that. I'm not like these other YouTubers that have 400,000 followers, but hey, I'm up to over 1,600. So thank you very much. If you do like my content, please like and subscribe. So I'm free. All right, no more quarantine. I had a couple people comment to me and said they gotta be careful about using the Charlie Oscar Victor India Delta word that that I might get demonized. So I guess I'll stop using that. But I am fully recovered and looking forward to going out and hitting the gym for a couple hours. Meeting some of my sponsors I haven't had a chance to talk to in 2 weeks, and also getting things ready for get the car prepped up and that needs an oil change, needs to be detailed. Need to stop at the store, pick some things up. I've been stuck in the house for well over 10 days, and it's time to be free. So I'm pretty happy about that. As always, getting ready for breakfast. We got the skillet going today. Earlier today, I boiled some eggs. So I'm just going to peel the eggs, put them on the plate, and cook some bacon for some meat, and then get some flavoring things up. One thing I forgot I wanted to get. I'm back. Okay, so I'm back. That forgot my earpiece, so when I do walk around, you can still hear me. So this one here is just basically breakfast prep before I go out and work out. I had a few people ask me again on some of my other videos what supplements I take in that, so I'm going to go over that again. Repetition is the key. I thank everybody for their inspiring comments on my videos. My lifting ones, I'm getting a lot of people that I know I'm inspired to get back into the gym, and that's really my point here. Not to show how so much I can lift, but let people know that there's nothing stopping you, and don't let age be your crutch, because we can always do that if we're not careful. So I'm wondering, I didn't use the hashtags I've been using lately, and maybe that's why. Usually I get about 3 or 4 people on, but I'm going to keep talking anyway. Now, first thing I'm going to do is going to get the bacon going. I always say I buy it from the butcher. It's just better bacon. I used to buy the Black Label and the Oscar Mayer and all that other stuff. And I went into Hy-Vee one day, and this young man goes, "You need to buy it from the butcher. You'll never buy the other stuff again." And he was right. This one's peppercorn. They also make a bourbon. Bourbon and I think honey one. They make a few of them that are real tasty. I enjoy a lot. And now I buy from the butcher all the time. I find it far more enjoyable. So while that's cooking, I'm going to peel my eggs. Or actually, I think I'm going to get out the. So here's the thing. I take a multivitamin. That's just to fill in anything I might be missing in my meal. I try to eat a good round meal in that, but it doesn't hurt. I take a Super B complex, so it's got. Also even got vitamin C in it, and then thiazine, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, and folic acid, vitamin B12. Biotin is supposed to be good for hair growth. Probably too late for me. And this is the one amino I take. It's arginine. Take this in the morning, afternoon, and at night, when I remember. I think this has a lot to do with where my natural strength stays. Zinc for your immunity. It's also part of your building back your muscles too. You ever seen the supplement ZMA? It's zinc and magnesium. So the next thing is magnesium. That's also for muscle repair. Understand these don't replace eating good food. They're to add to it. Vitamin C is for your immunity. D3 is also for your immunity. NAC for immunity. This is the one I had stuck in my car for all this time and finally went out and grabbed it. And then potassium. Potassium helps prevent muscle cramps, things like that. I think it's one of these pills are only 3%. So you still need to get it from food. And if you don't, well, you'll feel it after a workout. So as I go and I'm learning on YouTube, I'm learning some kind of things and that hashtags and probably your title is very important. For the last probably 9 videos on my lives, I've used that Charlie 19 word in the title, and I think it reached out to more people, although I was told it probably could go bad, so I'm going to cease doing that. But also, if you're subscribed, you should be getting a notice. If you're not getting a notice of these, and please message me and let me know or comment. But I started to feed about 45 minutes ago. So I was hoping that for 45 minutes people knew that I was doing a live feed. If not, then I got more to learn, and I know I have more to learn. I'm looking forward to seeing my daughter. She's very talented artistically, and she's going to work me up some posters and some premiere videos and kind of doctor my stuff up. I'm looking forward to that. So after the new year, maybe I'll have a prettier channel. I did put a post out there, a poll on my beard. I've always, since I got out of the service, had a beard, but I usually keep it trimmed. I've shaved it off twice in the last 30 years. Both times, I was instructed to grow it back. Not sure how to take that, but I'll take it as a compliment. But usually I keep it trimmed. I've been letting it grow out for Christmas. Kind of yucked it up about, I'm going to play Santa Claus at the gym. The wife was wanting me to trim it. I put a poll out there, should I trim it or not? Full knowing the wife is probably going to get her way. But this is the longest I have had it in a long time. It's kind of nice having something to comb again. I miss that. And then when it does get this thick, it does get soft. When I keep it trimmed, the wife says, well, it's a little rough. And I said, well, grow it out. And that's where we go round and round. So 3 hard-boiled eggs that I made earlier this morning. Made a couple for the wife. I got the bacon going. It's going to be more of a simple breakfast. I was going to do French toast. But the wife said she wanted eggs instead, so I'll do French toast maybe tomorrow morning. So I'm going to do a long live on the when I'm in the gym. So I'm just basically inviting people to hop in, hop back out, whatever. I'll take questions while I'm working out, but once I get pretty much warmed up, I'll start it. I have a few people come in, maybe put some of their comments in. If I can, interrupt them if they're willing to pop on a live video. So I'll kind of give you a typical day when I go to the gym. I'm pretty sure I won't be as lifted heavy as I like to, but I'll see where I can take it. it'll be very interesting to see how far I can take this. For those of you that briefly stopped in, I appreciate it. I know I get a lot of people from Europe and England about this time. I figured it out because even though it's in the morning here, it's in the evening there. So I think that worked out well. That thought and thing came to me on last night after I was going over through all my videos and that, going, oh, that's why I'm getting a lot from Europe. So I'm hoping I'll get some more people joining in. Usually towards the later part of my videos, I seem to get some people in, but I can tell that I used less hashtags this time, and I didn't use any of the Charlie 19 ones. And I think that's why I'm not really seeing a lot of activity here. Or people could be busy, one or the other. But usually this is about the same time I do my streams. And we'll go from there. So the blade of the day. So this is a Viking sax that I had made for my son. I had 2 other blades made too for both daughters. This was made by Tompkin Forge, just outside of St. Louis. He's in the Illinois side. I'm trying to remember the town, but it's missing me starting with an A. But he's not that far from St. Louis. But so it's got the Navy symbol on one side. It has like family clan album McBean on the other. The handle is made from what's called burl wood maple. It is a 3-segment layered Damascus. One layer has 13 layers in it for the combined years that they were in at the time of all 3 kids. The middle layer was combined years of when I was in, and the bottom layer was the combined years of both their grandpas. So it pretty special. It's also really light and razor sharp. This is my son's. My oldest daughter got a Bowie, and the youngest got a dagger. They are $800 blades each, but Tompkin Forge gave me a deal on them because I was a veteran. And really, he did it on consignment, which he said he never does, but because of the veteran, he did. And my kids were veterans, so I appreciate it there at Tompkin Forge. I think I'll hashtag them next time I show one of those blades. I still have one more over here. So, kind of to recap, things kind of neat. So when I do go to Walmart, don't go there often, but I do. I shoot down the clearance aisle because sometimes they have some pretty cool things out there. So last time they had these pretty much beverage containers for 75 cents. So I picked up 2 of them. I throw these in the car when we go on a trip. So wife and I want to sit there and keep something cold in storage, and that there they are for 75 cents. Can't beat it. I picked up some glasses for the same thing for 50 cents. I picked up some plates for 50 cents. I don't find something every time I go through there, but I find it enough to make it worthwhile. And it's always worth going through there just for that. I don't mind spending $1 or $2 on some items that I know I'll find handy. A lot of times I'm replacing glassware that has broken over the years. So I got my eggs and my bacon, and basically very simple. Just break the eggs up. They're easy to make. Put them in a pot of water. I set the timer for 20 minutes. Gives it time for it to start boiling. and then let them cool down. And then just break them up and throw some steak sauce on it. Remember, steak sauce is for eggs, not for steak. If you're using steak sauce on steak, whoever cooked the steak shouldn't be cooking it. And that's my opinion. I'm going through comments again. I had some people, I think I had maybe two give me the fake ones. And I, showed them my records from powerlifting.org, showed them some of my meat videos. And a lot of times they'll come back and say, hey, my bad. But, we see a lot of those type of videos out there. And unfortunately, there is. And people that do that should be ashamed, because you really ruin it for those of us that are working hard. If you can only bench 2 1/4, ain't nothing wrong with that. 2 1/4 is a good weight. I'd rather see that than having you put BS weight on there. And for some of the gym owners that should know better and have those weights, to make their videos, really, come on, don't do that. That's terrible. So basically, another thing, good thing to have is a weather radio. We've had some bad storms here in the Midwest, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, Kentucky, Missouri have had some really bad storms come through this week. And this is my best source for getting dangerous weather information. Just turn on.
History repeated itself on the state in 1989.
And within
11 below was recorded.
10 minutes, you get all the information you need.
You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio, WXK 24, serving Pontiac, Gibson City, Morris, and Ottawa. The current time is 9:17 a.m. Central Standard Time.
So these are something worth to have. I have a few of them, but earlier in the week when we had the tornadoes come through, it pretty much let me know there was a tornado heading towards my brother. It was just south of me. So I was able to alert him so they get down the basement. Fortunately, the storm lost its power before it got there. So we've just been suffering from heavy winds. I had to go out yesterday and put some screws in my paneling. My clear sheets I have on the deck that keeps the deck, protected, because some of the screws that got pulled out because they're only 1 1/4 inch screws. I threw some 3-inch screws in there, and they're holding really good now. So just one of those things when you live out here in the country, and that. I hope everybody up in the northern states, are getting their power back and survive the wind damage and stuff like that. That's about everything I got to cover. So basically, just a quick recap for those just joining in now. I did my list of supplements, multivitamin, D3, C, zinc, magnesium, potassium, NAC, and arginine, and B complex. That's something I take every morning. It helps with It helps with repairing muscle damage that you do when you do a heavy workout. I took a pretty decent injury in December of 2020. My whole pec was all black and blue. I felt a little twing when I was pushing up some heavy weight, and I'm like, oh, crap. And that was December 21st. By Christmas, this was all black and blue. It didn't look good. Took 3 weeks off the gym, because the owner wouldn't let me in. And slowly started back up. Worked my way back up. By the end of February, I went and did a meet and pushed up a personal best of 430 pounds. At that time, that was in February of 21. In July, I did 2 meets where I pushed up 440.9 pounds, 200 kilos. Also personal best, and moved me up to tied for 9th all time in my age and weight class. And then in November, I knocked out 446 pounds or 202.5 kilos. And now I am currently tied for 5th with 2 others. And then hopefully by next year, I'm either going to stay at the 275 or I'm going to drop down to the 242 pound class. For those over in England, that's either the 125 kilo or the 110 kilo. I usually compete in 110 kilo, but in 2021 I did move to the 125 kilo just because I had so many things going on during the summer, visiting all the kids and so many events and that to hold a regular diet was just pretty much unfeasible. So covered blade made by Tompkins Forge. It's a Viking sax, handmade. Awesome weapon. I mean, I can't believe the quality that he put out. I should have hashtagged him. I'll think of it next time. So I may show this blade again if I don't have the other dagger of daughters. Silent Fire and Rain Heart. My body won't let me lift heavy at all. That's okay. That's right. You don't have to lift heavy. My joints can't recover. Take it. What are you doing allows this heavy lifting, please? I'm so frustrated. So good question. Number one, don't be frustrated. If you can't lift heavy, then drop the weight and do more reps. All right. It's still good exercise. I do take, here, let me grab it. I do take a product for my joint support. It's called InuFlex. It's got 6,700 mg of collagen and then 4,700 mg of glucosamine and chondroitin and MSM, some other active ingredients. But you'll find this product or similar products generally at your nutrition places in your area. I would go to, I like to go to the private owned ones because they tend to spend more time learning the product and that. So my go-to guy is Click Nutrition in Joliet, Illinois. You know, Matt Stoffel. You probably have somebody in your area. I find GNC usually knows their stuff too. But then I have been in other places where they really didn't know what they were peddling, and then I walked out unless I knew exactly what I was looking for. But really, don't be frustrated that you're not doing heavy weights, all right? I do heavy weights because it's just in my mentality, and I never stopped. There are times where I went through injuries. There's times I went through a lot of pain. When you're going to get your own brand? Yeah, I'll tell you what, when I hit 100,000 subscribers, I will work on that. Good question, Runner Boy. How you doing this morning? But lifting lighter can still build muscle, absolutely. Actually, if you want to have big muscles, the middle to lighter weights with just stupid amount of reps is the way to do that. A lot of people that see me lift these weights are kind of, like, they don't have these huge arms and that, but no, I do. I mean, I got 18-inch biceps, but 18-inch arms. I think the triceps are more of it. But I'm also 6'4". So I know I had Nick Simons come up and see me at the meet in Dubuque, Iowa, at the Battle of the Iron Battle of the Mississippi, and he'd been following me on a bench group, and he's like, "Man, you're bigger in person." And I kind of chuckled. I said, "Yeah." I said, "Maybe they just don't understand, the size I am because of the video. If you don't have anything to go up next to." I mean, I've got a picture with Brian Shaw, world's strongest man, the big boy, a couple inches taller than me, about 100 pounds heavier. But I don't look small next to him. I just look smaller. But yeah, you can definitely, Silent Fire, you can definitely build muscle with lighter weights. And nutrition is going to be the key. I do have a video on an arm workout that I had Vince Robbins, the owner of Shorewood Fitness, and he's a personal trainer. I've met him. I know him since. Have I ever been to Northern Ireland? No, I have not been to Europe yet, but next year I hope to go. And definitely, I'm of Scottish descent, so Scotland will be on the list, and then probably Ireland and maybe England. Definitely, if we go, we're going to spend 2 or 3 weeks there. So, if you got a place there, yuck, let me know. Save on some hotel bills. But yes, definitely want to go to Europe next year if I'm allowed to. I don't know. We'll have to see what this, Charlie 19 variants do. But yeah, that is our hope. We've always wanted to do that. And I'm thinking for my 30th year anniversary with the wife, that's where we'll go. My kids want to go too, so it might be a family affair. We'll see what we can do, but it'll be down what we can get to. But yeah, back to Silent Fire. Yeah, nutrition is the key. All right, you need to consume protein before and after your workout. You probably should be taking arginine to help with your blood flow. Break your meals into 5 or 6 a day. Breakfast is usually a heavier meal, dinner is usually a heavier meal, but everything else I'd make lighter meal and try to get at least 30 grams of protein in that meal, and maybe 1 to 200 clean calories. Clean calories are eggs 100 calories per egg, 6 to 8 grams of protein per egg, depending on the size of the egg. All that's good stuff. So yeah, I mean, I lift heavy because it's in my mentality. I literally could lift less weight, probably get bigger than I am now. And I used to do that in my 30s. I did 3 hours of just rep. That's all I did. Belfast would be the main tourist place in Northern Ireland. I live near it. It's where the Titanic was built. Oh, thanks for the information. Yeah, be honest with you, our thing is from Scotland, Ireland, England is basically to see some sights and bar hop. I like my stout beers and an occasional is single malt scotch. And the wife and I enjoy going out, for a couple hours on Sunday and having a couple cocktails and listen to live music. So, and I'd love to go over there and see, maybe get involved in one of the Scottish games. I did one in, I think it was Tacoma, Washington. My daughter took me there for Father's Day as my Father's Day present, and I ended up entering. So they were a little surprised. I had bought myself a utility kilt, and competed. And in the amateur, it was the first time I ever did. I took third, and I was 10 years older than the next youngest person, and he dropped out. So we had 3 people drop out, and so I felt pretty good about that. It was much fun, and it's as hard as it looks. It's definitely difficult. I give those kudos to those guys flipping those logs like that and throwing boulders, and that's a really test of strength. Here we go. What do you recommend to keep risk of heart attack or stroke down while keeping lots of size over 50 years old? So supplements that can help. Yeah. So arginine is my number one. It helps with the blood flow. It also helps reduce cholesterol, along with NAC, especially with the niacin in it, helps with the cholesterol and blood flow. B complexes too. Vitamin C and D3 for health, and then they're mixed on the value of that. But usually at night I take 1 aspirin. You can read those baby aspirins. But if you're on any sort of blood thinner, don't do that. And also probably talk to your doctor first. I always say, listen, you can get advice online and that, but if it's going to be really something that's 100% health, talk to your doctor and get their opinion on it also. F. Kennedy, John, good luck in your training today. Thanks for the info. Absolutely, thanks for joining in. So I'm going to be doing a live stream in about another 2 hours. That's when I should be at the gym. My first day back from quarantine, and see where I can take it. See if I can get past 315-pound bench. I better be able to. I'll be upset, but it doesn't matter. I have the muscle memory. No matter how far I'd sit there and drop down because of taking a couple weeks off or injuries. Muscle memory allows you to get back really quick. So just a quick wrap up. My blade I had made for my son from Tompkin Forge, just outside St. Louis. It's on the Illinois sign. And he made 3 blades, 1 for each of my kids. This is a Viking sax. He also made a dagger for the youngest daughter and a Bowie knife for the oldest daughter. So I really appreciate that. Shout out to him. your grocery stores, if you're in England, you probably don't have a Walmart, but you probably have something like that. Go to the clearance aisles, 75 cents. Not even $1. I got 2 of those. Remember to take your vitamins and minerals. And
West winds 10 to 15 miles
have a
per
weather
hour.
radio.
For Friday,
This one runs on batteries.
in the morning, then partly sunny.
I also have one that you can crank and run on batteries. I got a few others, even got one in a Faraday cage, just in case something weird happens with the sun. All right. I'm going to sign off now. I appreciate you dropping in and spending some time with me. I'm going to eat my breakfast, clean up my car, and get on the road. All right. And then, like I said, if you're still up over in England, because I know it's a little bit later, about 2 hours, I'll have another live stream. I think I'll just have it, hey, I'm back, back to the gym, and kind of if you guys want to see what my workout looks like and you're extremely bored, then please join on in, hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, I think you have to be to see my live streams, please hit the subscription. And once again, thanks for everybody for dropping in here. And I'll see some of you back here in about 2 hours. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe. Did I hit not yet? Maybe I did. Thanks. You're welcome. I guess I did, didn't it? Oh, because I hit not yet. That's why. I'm still learning. There.